Ladies and gentlemen, today we are setting off on a journey that may just be so hard, it may be so tough that we may not be able to get it done. We are setting off on a journey that is so out there, so wild, so crazy that I have not seen it attempted before. This is the world's first attempt at the 1 gear challenge in Monster Energy Supercross, guys. We are here in Monster Energy Supercross, the official video game, and we are going to be racing a 250F. We're going to only be using 1 gear. I was thinking about using 3rd gear, and yeah, it's going to be a fun video, so let's get into it. Alright guys, so here we go. You guys already know how we do it. We're gonna hop right into it. Now, I thought I would go over kind of like the race details and kind of some backstory on this video before I jump right into the racing, alright? So, I wanted to do a video where I did a 1st gear challenge. I was like, man, I want to try and win in 1st gear, only using 1st gear, and honestly, that's not possible, especially on realistic difficulties. So, it brought up the idea of using 1 gear. Only 1 gear. I get to choose the gear, and I'm thinking about doing 3rd gear. I think 3rd gear is going to give me a good balance of getting a drive out of the corners and not bogging the entire time, and it's also going to give me enough speed to, you know, actually get some speed. It's going to give me enough gear ratio to get some speed and not just be, you know, wide open in 2nd gear. I think 2nd gear would just be too much of a struggle. So we're here. That's the challenge. We're going to be going ahead, hopping into a realistic race, medium race length, so it's 10 minutes, and we're going to be seeing if we can beat the realistic AIs using 3rd gear only. Alright, sound good guys? Let's get into it. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to this. I really don't think this is going to be a good idea. I don't think it's going to be really easy. I think it's actually going to be a bit of a challenge, and I think it's going to be a good one. So if you guys enjoyed this video at any point in time, you know, a like, it would be appreciated if you could, you know, click that thumbs up rating, and while you're down there, you might as well click that subscribe button if you're new, and throw any comments down there as well. Alright, let's get into the racing. So we got to find 3rd gear here, and once we get into 3rd gear, we're not leaving it, alright? We're not leaving 3rd gear. We'll give them a little head start, alright? We will give them a little head start, but let's get it. Now, I think the biggest issue is that I'm gonna want to shift. I'm gonna want to shift the entire race, and I can't. I am not allowed to leave 3rd gear, alright? So, I was already thinking of just completely removing the paddles that I use to shift with, but then if I fall, I wouldn't be able to shift back up into gear because it puts you into neutral. So that would be a problem. But we're here. We're probably going to get in about, like, I don't know, maybe what, 10 laps, 11 laps or so. And the main issue with doing Daytona, as we go off track, the main issue with doing Daytona is that there are some long straightaways. 3rd gear might not be enough to stay in front of these guys. They may be able to just get on it, click up to 4th, and get that drive. So we'll see what happens. We're already up to 3rd place with 8 minutes, 9 minutes to go, almost 9 minutes, and this is going pretty good. This is going pretty good. We have already started off fairly well here on our mission of getting this win. As soon as I thought of this idea, I was like, I'm recording this video tonight, and it's gonna be a good one. So we're here, we're doing it, and this is the friggin' 3rd gear challenge, guys. The 3rd gear challenge, 1 gear only. Alright, stuck in 3rd gear. Imagine that, having to do an entire race in 3rd gear. Hey, we got that section though. Listen to my bike just wide open. I'm surprised I'm not really bogging anywhere. There, if I could click into 2nd, we could actually click a different rhythm or hit a different rhythm, but this is the pass for the lead, guys. Just like that, we're past Osborne, and that was pretty easy. I don't think 3rd gear is that much of a struggle. I don't think 3rd gear is that much of a struggle. Okay guys, so I'm 5 minutes into this race, and I'm realizing that this challenge isn't so much of a challenge. This is actually really easy. We're like absolutely dominating right now. Osborne is there, he's there, but if we make like no mistakes, he has no chance at catching up and passing us. Like, we're only like pulling away, we're only getting a bigger lead. So I think it's kind of pointless for us to finish the race. I'm kind of at the point where I'm thinking of a way to make this challenge harder. I need a way to make this challenge more difficult, and I honestly don't know how we could do it. I don't know how we could do it. Stuck in second gear, or should I go and try out first gear? First gear only. I don't know if it would actually be possible. Like, first gear riding around like this the entire race, I don't think we would get a win. Maybe on the easiest AI difficulty, but third gear here on realistic, it is doable. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stop. I know I shifted a little bit near the end there, but like I kind of gave up. I knew we were gonna win, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna stop this race. We're gonna choose a different track, and we're gonna try out second gear and see how second gear does. I just think like third gear was too easy, man. We need a little bit more of a challenge, so we're gonna choose a different track, and I'll catch you guys there. Okay, now we're here in Toronto. I decided to load in to the good old Toronto track, you know, hometown represent up in here. So we're gonna hop in and see what happens. Second gear only. So at Daytona we did third gear only, and that was too easy. The challenge that was gonna be so hard that I was talking about at the beginning of the video, you know, it turned out to be really easy. So we're here. This is take number 2, and hopefully it's a little more challenging, and I'm actually battling with the riders and struggling to get up to the lead. And if not, I have an idea to make it even more challenging. Maybe I will actually do that idea at the end of the video either way. So let's see how it goes. Second gear only. This is Toronto, an interesting track, a very interesting track, an odd layout, a very odd layout, honestly. And a big pile up right there allows us to get some early passes down pat, and let's get it. This is a track where second gear might actually not be too bad to be stuck in. Like, this is the scenario, guys. Alright, we went off the start, and when we shifted up into second, we couldn't shift up anymore, and now we can't shift down. We're already in the lead. We're already in the lead. This isn't even a challenge, guys. What the heck? What is this? I thought this was gonna be way harder than it seems like it's going to be. Now, I'm not gonna call it quits until like 5 minutes into the race. Now, I know, like, that's not actually me winning, but let's be real. If I'm already in the lead after lap 1, and like, oh my goodness, I'm down for the count. Alright, see? A struggle. A little bit of a struggle here, but if I'm already like leading on lap 1 and we just start checking out here, like, there's no point in finishing the race. Like, I want a challenge. I want a challenge. But right now we got 2 riders out front. We got Harrison and Luke Curcio. Oh, as we jump off track, let's just, you know, take our time, get back on track, and recuperate, focus in, and we still actually caught right up to them. There's no way. So being stuck in second gear wouldn't actually be that bad, honestly. It really wouldn't. It wouldn't be too bad at all. Now, I think we may have to do the first gear challenge here, guys. I think we may have to do it. Like, clearly we're not struggling to get past these guys too hard, or like battle with them in second gear. We're not struggling at all. So first gear, I think it's not going to give us enough drive, like, at all. So that might be, you know, a big challenge to actually try and compete in first gear. But as of right now, the second gear challenge seems to be like it's a little bit of a challenge as we're battling for the lead with Harrison. That's what's happening. But if we can get, like, you know, 5-6 seconds ahead by the halfway point, that pretty much, you know, that says that we got this. We got this one in the bag. So let's see what happens. We got like 2.5 minutes to put in some work and try and check out. Of course, we would have already been like checking out if we didn't go down, hit that tough block, and go for a little tumble on that first lap. But sometimes things happen, you know. I already get, this is something I've been thinking about, alright? So, I already get a ton of people commenting like, man, you hold it wide open all the time, you're always bouncing off the rev limiter, like, stop. And this video is going to be even worse, because now I'm even doing it down the straightaways because I'm not shifting. I'm just stuck in second gear. I'm just stuck in second gear, just like wide open the whole entire time, just bouncing off that rev limiter. So it is music to my ears. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the sounds, man. Maybe I will try to turn up the game audio for this video. Usually I try and keep it pretty quiet, but maybe I will throw it up a little bit. But then I'll get all the haters that don't like hearing the bike wide open commenting, being like, yo man, that game sound is way too loud, like stop with that, man, you're always wide open on the bike. Guys, I don't even think I should finish this race. Like, we're already 8 seconds ahead of Harrison. Okay, so clearly second gear is not too much of a challenge. I'm just taking a minute to sit here and think, you know, what I could do to possibly make this a little more challenging. Now, I think the problem is that it's Supercross and you don't really need more than like second gear to actually, you know, succeed and hit a decent line. You don't really need it, and the AIs aren't too challenging. So if you just hold it wide open in second gear, you're good to go. Third gear was a breeze. Second gear was, you know, not really a challenge at all either. So we're gonna stick with Toronto and we're gonna hop in and just race in first gear. Now the problem is, I think this is gonna be absolutely impossible, and it's gonna go from being too easy to just too hard. Like, first gear is gonna have no drive at all and we're gonna get nowhere. So this is what I wanted though, you know, I didn't want it to be easy, so maybe I'm gonna surprise myself and maybe it's actually gonna be possible. So I don't know, we're making moves already. You know, Osborne, one of the top riders, is already behind us, so hopefully if we ride a smooth, steady race, we'll be able to actually pull off a decent finish. Now, I don't think we're gonna get up near the front, but maybe. You never know. We're already into 11th, but I'm sorry, guys. The sound is gonna be absolutely horrible in this video. Like, just a wide open 250F that is about to blow up. There's nothing I can do about it. There is nothing I can do about it, but this is the true challenge, this is the true test, and I need to see if it's possible. I need to see if it's possible as we drag Jordan Smith around the corner. Oh my goodness, and we're going backwards. Oh my god, what just happened? He's in front of us now. Yep, Jordan Smith is now in front of us, but you know, we're not giving up out here. First gear, we're gonna keep Osborne behind us, and yeah, this might actually be a little more challenging than I expected. I think we just got lucky on the first lap there, passing everyone right off the bat when they were all bunched together. I think first gear, it doesn't have enough. Like, these guys are absolutely shredding us, and I don't know, we're making some moves. We're making some moves. You know, we got a rhythm through there. We can just hold it wide open through the corners and maybe see what happens, you know? See what happens. They pull us in the whoops, like, hard. You can see that, like, clearly there. Clearly we are struggling in the whoops, but we can make that time up and then just try and stay in front of these guys, you know? Maybe use them as a little advantage, use them as a little boost whenever they run into us, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We're definitely not in the top 10. We're in, like, what, top 18? Yeah, we're in, like, 18th place, so we're not in last. We're not in last. Okay, yeah, now we might be. We actually might be. Yeah, this is interesting. This is really interesting. I never thought that this would be something that I would sit down and actually do. I didn't think I would be riding in first gear around the entire track and just destroying my eardrums with this bike revving wide open, but we're here, we're doing it, and I'm trying to stay out of last place. I am trying my hardest to stay out of last place, alright? These guys, you know, they're fast, they got some speed. We're definitely not at the top of this class, But being stuck in first gear, I think we're definitely not a last place rider. Alright, I don't think we're a last place rider. I think we can make some moves here, and with the right line choices, we are gonna make some passes. Okay, we just gotta keep believing, keep holding it wide open, and I think slowly they're starting to just pull away. Like, they're slowly gaining that advantage and getting that lead. But I don't know, maybe if I start flowing, you know, finding a line through there like that, maybe we'll be able to make some plays. Alright, make some plays. As of right now though, you know, sitting in 19th, 20th place, maybe 21st place, I can't really complain. I can't really complain. If this was, you know, a real life race and I was stuck in first gear, I would have just pulled off. So this is all for science, okay? It's all for science. This is all just testing, and we need to know. We need to get to the bottom of this experiment. The question, guys, can we win in first gear? I'm gonna say no right now, and I honestly don't know if I want to take another 5 minutes of, you know, me just holding it wide open. But I think the thing is, I really don't want to get last, and if we can actually beat someone and say that we beat someone only using first gear, bam, we're golden. That's like pure gold content right there. So that's the plan. That is the plan, okay? If we can beat someone only using first gear. I think Aaron Hamilton is gonna be the sorry suspect in this one, okay? I don't know where he's at. I don't know what kind of plays he's making back there. But as of right now, we got that lead on him, and that's all that matters. He's like less than a second behind us, but he's behind us, you know? He's behind us. That's all that I care about. So there are a couple guys right here in front of us that we are like battling with, you know? We're battling with these guys. We got, what's his name? Seafrost, Searfoss, and he's out here shredding, you know? In the sections where you can gain some speed, he definitely pulls on us, like right there after the finish line. But, you know, through here and going into this rhythm section that's coming up, we definitely have the edge. Alright, watch, we'll catch up to him in this section. I swear to God, it'll happen. Okay, we will catch up to him. All we gotta do is nail this line right here, and nail this, and then get on the gas. And look at that, we made the pass. Like, we literally made a pass right there in first gear. That's all I gotta say. Like, first gear, it may be the next Fortnite. It might take over, okay? Yeah, right there. That is the whoop section I mentioned last time, where we are just getting absolutely destroyed, losing time in sections like the whoop section, the section after the finish line here. These guys, they definitely have the advantage. If the whole track was a tight technical rhythm section, I think we may actually stand a chance. But just going down these like straightaways, look at how much they pull. Just because we can't shift out of first. We can't shift out of first gear. And yeah, it's a struggle. So I'm fearing for my life right now. We got 2.5 minutes to go, and the problem is that last place is like catching up. He is coming in hot. I've seen his front wheel a few times, you know. He's showing that tire. He's like, I can't get beat by someone that's only using first gear. So I'm worried, guys. I'm worried that this isn't going to happen. Now, if we can get 20th rather than 21st, I will be pumped. Searfoss, he's right there. I just need him to make a mistake and go down. Maybe we need to try and take him out. You know, we do catch up to him for a little bit in this next section, so maybe we need to try and make a dirty move. I don't know, is it worth it for the pass? It's definitely worth it for the video, but will it actually happen? That's the thing. I don't know if I'll actually be able to put him to the ground. Now, if I can just like push him off track, that'll be absolutely amazing. That'll be absolutely amazing if we can do that. You know what? I will take that. Push me. Push me. Oh, I'm just gonna T-bone him. I'm gonna T-bone him. I am keeping this guy behind me, okay? We are keeping him behind us. We are getting 20th place in this race. We are going to do everything it takes to get 20th place, okay? That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Pure savage mode up in here until the end. I know he's gonna pass me through here, but every little bit we gain on him in that rhythm section, that is pure profit, okay? That is pure profit. We'll gain more and more each lap, and if we can stay in front of him here, that will be huge. This shows that first gear is competitive, you know? It definitely is competitive, and if you're not using it, you guys are missing out on like the biggest trick. This is like the inside secret, guys. Use first gear and you can just hold it wide open the whole entire track. Like, who would not want that? Who would not want that? We got Benny Bloss in front of us. We may be able to get 19th. I don't think it's possible. I think maybe if our start was a little, you know, better, if it was on point, we may be able to actually compete with these guys, but we made that one mistake on like the first lap and we fell from like mid-pack all the way to the back, and that's where we've been ever since. So I almost wonder if like we're going at the same speed as these guys. Now Mitchell Harrison, he's like 24 seconds ahead of us, so I don't think we'd even have a chance at like going that speed. But these slower AIs that are like at the back, you know, programmed to go a little slower, you know, the slower guys, we got them. We definitely got them. Like these two that are behind us right now, I have battled the entire moto to keep them behind us and to make the pass on the one of them, and like it happened. It actually happened. First gear made something work. It actually made a pass. Like, I can't believe that. I can't believe that. I totally expected just get last, but this shows you that like second gear is too easy. Second gear is too easy, but then first gear is like too hard, you know, to try and do a challenge like this. Like, you can't win in first gear. It's not possible. And then second gear is just like too easy. Third gear was a piece of cake, and so on and so on. Like, another challenge might actually be only riding in fifth gear, and that might actually be a possible challenge, only riding in fifth gear. And my look on that is like, if you're only in fifth gear, you're gonna bog in the corners, but you're gonna be able to gain speed on the straightaways, and you'll actually be able to have some speed. You'll just have to use the clutch and be smart about your line choice and keep your speed up so that you actually, you know, can hit the power band in fifth gear. So if you guys want to see that video, make sure to let me know down in the comments below. Fifth gear only, maybe coming at you guys next. That might just happen. But this has been a super fun video. I've enjoyed doing it. We're on the final lap here now, and if we can, no way, we blew it. We had 20th place. Oh, if we can get past him here, keep him behind us. Yes, yes, use this inside line. Now I can't let him jump past me here. I need to just hug this inside and get over the finish line. We did it, guys. 20th place. Alright, so we started off the video using third gear only, and that was just too easy, a piece of cake. Second gear, we moved into second gear, and that was a piece of cake too. That was just too easy. And now first gear here, guys, it was just a little too challenging. Alright, so we got 20th place. We didn't get last. Alright, that's all that matters. Now, if you guys want to see a fifth gear only challenge, make sure to let me know down in the comments below, and I think that's where we're going to end this one, guys. So I hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to smash that thumbs up button for me, and other than that, I will catch you guys all in the next one. Peace out.